Alright, well, I guess this is it. Let's go fuck up a tree and save our boyfriend.
Hell yeah.
Hooray!
And more importantly, let's end this game and never go back to it ever again.
We get this... Yes. I think this is a new background track for this area? I sure hope so. There's not much music in this game to begin with, so the least they can do is save one for the actual final area.
Yeah, this sounds very, like, you know, sort of charge on the final dungeon-ish, like, background music, so, like, hopefully it's new, but again, like you said, like, you could put a gun to my head and ask me to, like, to try and identify, like, the background music in this game, and, like, aside from maybe the train theme, because, like, we've heard it a billion times so far, I couldn't tell you if there was, if the song was, like, from this game, or from, like, Persona, or some other similar, like, action RPG type thing, like... This game has the, like, its soundtrack is basically the equivalent of just Sonic wallpaper.
Yeah, I could not identify a single song from this game.
For a game whose entire color palette is basically just varying shades of blue and orange, and maybe the occasional purple, its soundtrack is just, like, if I would, like, you know, put its sound into color terms, would just be just nothing but beige, and occasionally some taupe to break things up. But also, we were discussing this in the brief break between videos about how, like, the fact that, like, Johan being the one who got ganked to set up the final dungeon seems insanely just out of character and just out of step with the way the plot has been going, where, like, honestly, it would have made a hell of a lot more sense if it was just Chani who was the one who got kidnapped for the final dungeon, because, like, it would finally, like, not just give a purpose to his character, but, like, you know, maybe do something to close out his character arc in terms of, like, just having, okay, like, you know, here's the one random normal person on the train who has no special abilities or no role in anything. Fuck it, pull the Tokyo Xanadu and just have the, again, the blandest, most forgettable character in the entire plot suddenly become the final boss out of nowhere.
It would have been a good twist. It honestly would have been an even better one if it came at, like, if, like, Umbra tried to get you, and then, like, Chani pushes you out of the way, and then he gets gotten instead. But, of course, that wouldn't let them do the whole tragic sacrifice of the character that you love, so, you know.
And to that I would have said good, because, like, that's a really dumb bullshit sort of plot device in and of itself. Especially in a game where you have, like, a same-sex romance option, so, like, it's really invoking a lot of bury your gaze here as well.
I mean, it is, but I'm sure it's entirely unintentional.
Yeah, I don't feel like Johan being the option here is necessarily, indicative of anything, because considering apparently anyone you pick is on the chopping block for that.
Yeah, fair point, I suppose.
Yes. Anyway, there's as usual, there is very little clear direction on what exactly you're supposed to be doing. But, I mean, really, as long as you keep going vaguely in the direction of the giant tree in the background, you're gonna be okay.
yeah, like, I keep thinking about, like, just how exploration in this game would have been improved just dramatically with just even, like, the, you know, the inclusion of just, like, a compass mechanic in, like, you know, the bottom right or left part of the screen, like, not even a mini-map.
I was gonna say, can I just have a fucking mini-map? That would substantially help things.
It really would.
Yes.
Maybe that's an improvement for Eternights 2 or whatever. Or Eternights 2. I keep calling it Eternights for some reason. Also, I appreciate that I just saw it there. One of the, like, the chain hit animations is the good old patented Star Trek Captain Kirk double hammer fist punch.
Yes. Yes.
Was that new? Could you do that before? That whole blade beam thing?
Yeah, that's... I think it's Johan's skill that he gives you. But as with many things, I constantly forget that it's there because it's... I guess I shouldn't say that it's not useful. It's probably one of the most useful of the skills. It's just that you don't really ever have a reason to use them.
Yes.
Does that still make it count as useful?
I mean, it seems like it's, can stagger enemies and, like, knock them backwards away from you a tiny bit to, like, just give you some space against them, but,
Arya, how do we beat her?
Umbra is being protected by those arms. You'll have to destroy them.
So who's ready for an absolute fucking dog shit final boss?
hell yeah.
Yes.
Well, we've come this far, I suppose.
So, phase 1 involves having to kill, like... I don't know the exact number, but it's like 9 or 10 of these fucking arms. Now, as you can see, these arms have a pretty solid chunk of HP. And the entire time, you are constantly being harassed by a bunch of dudes. At the start of the fight, they're just, like, regular guys, but, like, it just constantly drops more and more of the higher level ones. It is not at all uncommon for the late parts of this phase to have, like, 4 shielded dudes all on your ass at the same time while you're trying to kill this one fucking arm.
That's fucking gross.
And again, remember, if you romanced Yuna for the game and picked her as your one true beloved, you don't have a healer for this fight.
Should also note that, in case this isn't blindingly obvious, that there are no checkpoints until you completely finish a stage.
Yes.
So you have to get all the way through this arm section of the final boss before you get any sort of checkpoint.
Lovely.
Yes.
Keep an eye on my health, and you'll see why this is a problem.
Feel the fire of our bond! Huh?
You know, it'd be really nice if, like, using Yuna's special here just healed you a little bit. Just really tap into her being a healer.
Like that 2 fucking ghosts, 2 fucking axe guys.
I love how they've just merged into an even more incomprehensible blob of just polygons now.
You know, I feel like it's been a while since I mentioned this, but I do just want to make sure everybody remembers, this is a game that doesn't have iframes.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that. Yeah, fuck this.
You would have thought that, like, the least they could have done is, like, you know, make the tentacles, like, not have an actual attack to them.
Oh yeah, not only do the tentacles move, they can also attack you when you get too close.
It's like, just every part of this whole phase is just complete bullshit.
I like that you're clipping into that scythe to do that attack.
This phase kind of seems like the guy who made this game had like 5 different ideas about how the final boss battle should go, and he couldn't decide between them, so he just went with all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you could take like 1 or 2 parts of this phase in a vacuum. It'd probably be okay. But put it all together and, good God, make it stop.
I think this third wave of tentacles is the last one. That doesn't make this any better, just, you know, that
There is an end in sight.
we're almost at the end of this part.
We'll assert our dominance as the alpha tentacle.
I mean, we are the tentacle man now.
Oh, is this the all-out attack?
Yeah, so this is the all-out attack. It's only usable after you've used 4 other elemental attacks, but it basically murders everything, and I highly recommend using it to just skip the entire last phase.
Well worth it. Although, was the range on that really short, or...?
It hits anything inside that circle.
And yeah, it didn't look like it was a very big circle either.
Alright, Phase 2, Umbra. She's pretty aggressive, does a lot of teleporting. Lot of fast AoE attacks. But, as Arya is about to tell us, she has a secret. She doesn't have a weakness. Which means the only way to actually hurt her is to charge up an all-out attack.
Oh, no!
All-out attack to break her barrier.
So you basically need to do 4 specials and then the all-out attack again for this phase?
Correct. And only then can you finally start actually hurting her health bar.
Oh my god.
There is also no checkpoint in this fight either. If you die, and you will die the first time you do this, you have to start all the way back from the beginning when you needed to do 4 specials in a row to even start the fight.
I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed.
I'm just kind of like done with this game completely. This is just like hopefully the last link in a long chain of really dumb and really bad decisions that this guy has made making this game. And I'm absolutely terrified that there's gonna be another incredibly even worse bad decision waiting for us at the end of this fight. Oh, thank God you only had to do it once.
Yes.
Like, I suppose that is a saving grace where, like, if the guy really wanted to be shitty, he could have made it a multi-part shield like other enemies have. So you had to do, like, an all-out attack, like, 3 different times.
Oh god, don't give him any ideas.
I hope, like, the 2 people or whatever it was that he got in late in development, like, nixed that idea.
Yes.
This spark will turn into a flame!
Like, honestly, like, as tedious as getting to the all-out attack thing is, like, I feel like this is the kind of thing, like, a playtester would bring up and then they'd, like, take the idea to the drawing board, just, like, revise it a little bit to make it a little more fun.
Again, minor credit where it's due. Like, after you broke her shield with the all-out attack, her health did kind of just quickly melt off, so... But then again, I think that's more a matter of, again, New Game Plus run than, like, indicative of just how this fight plays normally.
Think, Arya, think. What can we do?
Was that Yunji next to Arya there?
I think it was, yeah.
It sure was. The plot finally remembered that she existed.
They remembered!
Such wasted effort. And for what? What is it exactly that bonds give you? Regret?
Oh god, she's trying to do the Kefka speech.
Restraint?
Fuck you, game.
And you think you need that? You're wrong.
I need you to.
Where did that come from?
Okay, that's a neat effect, at least.
Shouldn't have come. But thank you.
What? What's going on?
You can't defeat her because of me, right? I think I know what to do.
So, like, would Umbra's entire plan have just gone to shit if, like, Yajirobe was just a complete self-interested dipshit and chose none of these idiots?
No, clearly at that point she would just take Chani.
Again, Yajirobe would have been like, you know what, you can have him, by all means.
What wouldn't I give? For a couple
Actually, yeah,
of
what does
decades?
happen if you get to the, choose your beloved section and you haven't done anyone's social link?
With you.
I don't even know if that's possible.
Hopefully the game just crashes and uninstalls itself. Here's another fight off the inevitable, QTE.
I mean, like,
I can't stay.
I get what they're going for. You know, it's, you know, you have to choose when to let him go. But, like, man, this is so
I've
fucking
lived
hack.
more in these last couple of days with you than I have for the past 100 years. I'll always be grateful
And
for
in a
that.
way, I'm weirdly okay with this. Like, also,
But
we
still,
finally get
we're
to
supposed to see the
real
world
voice
together,
dialogue from Yajirobe,
fun together,
and I'm talking over it.
make enough memories for several lifetimes. It really isn't fair, is it?
It's not over! Not yet!
Goodbye.
But yeah, anyways, as I was about, or trying to say, like, I'm weirdly okay with this given the fact that we've learned over the course of the last couple of videos that, Johan is a weird brick murderer, so he's finally getting justice for all of his 800 years of crimes.
I love you.
So I guess see you in hell, Dahmer.
Farewell, Johann. You were the best written character.
Yep. Good night, sweet prince. May flights of angels sing thee to a better game than this one. Oh shit, the Stargate's activating.
Quick, we can escape into that same game.
Yep.
Man, Arya was like on him the second she detected Johann was gone.
Yeah. His life energy flatlines, just pull that fucking trigger.
So 4 days and we're back to normal?
I mean, yeah, isn't that how the apocalypse usually goes? I'm sure that all that construction and everything was just super easy. Got it done overnight.
Like, and remember, like, everyone came back to normal and came back to life and basically opened their phones up and, you know, got that whole, by the way, Jisoo wasn't drunk message from Yuna on their phones, like.
But have you had any dreams about Lux?
I'm glad we have our arm back. I guess?
You don't have to answer now.
How did we get our arm back? That was pretty fucking definitively just cut off.
Yeah, like.
I think we could all use the distraction.
Like, did they pull, like, a Xenoblade thing where, like, Johann just, like, you know, used his, like, fading god powers to just give us the arm back? At the very end of all things? Or, like, did Yajirobe, like, just wish hard enough for it? Wow, too numb to even masturbate, huh?
You know, please, he's grieving. Also, goddamn, it is weird to see this game in, like, natural light.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it feels wrong.
This is the true horrifying final twist.
This game could have done normal lighting the whole fucking time, and it chose not to.
Well, good for him for not taking advantage of his newfound popularity that somehow happened.
Yeah, like, we kind of skipped over a whole hell of a lot between, like, you know, the cannon firing, and now suddenly, yeah, like, 4 days later, we're all back to normal, like.
No mention of the whole Jisoo thing? Like,
You know, they say Yuna had time for the gang, but, like, there's pretty clearly only one person in this group that she has any sort of affection for.
So, right to the end, Lux remains a cryptic bitch. Yeah, now you get to die too, Yajirobe.
either that or we have a new pet butterfly.
But also, God, I really honestly wish that the twist ending to this game was just, it was all a dream, because, like, that would have been just, like, again, the best hack way to go about it, and also just completely rendering everything just utterly fucking useless.
God bless you, Clive V. Reuter. You saved this fucking game.
Hell yes, he did.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, look, for one guy doing the vast majority of the work, this is genuinely quite impressive.
Yeah, straight up, like, I'm gonna grade this on a curve because I know that this is the work of mostly one dude up until, like, the last, like, 5 months or whatever. Like, honestly, pretty impressive for one person.
I mean, even grading on a 3-man team, this is still a pretty impressive production. That doesn't make it good, though. And, you know, I thought, going into this, I liked it more, and then the second time through, a lot of the cracks showed a lot more. Like, again, it's very impressive that this exists, but, like, what does this have on Steam right now? Like, a mostly positive rating? Like, man, that's clearly not.
Yeah, like, people are either, like, really desperate or really easily impressed, or the guy is probably just buying reviews, and I don't want to go down to that conspiracy theory level, but yeah, like...
It is actually very positive on Steam right now.
Jesus Christ.
Like, look, like I said, it's very good. Like, this game, the fact that this game exists at all is impressive. And what they did with 3 guys is genuinely... I would say that, like, their combat really needs some help. And the writing... I mean, to hit on half of your characters is... It's not terrible. It's less impressive when you have 5 of them total, but that's a different question. But, like, man, just... very positive? Come on.
I'm slightly intrigued to see, like, what this guy does for an encore, especially since apparently, like, he's working on another game with a bigger team now.
Yeah, he's got an actual team for a second game, so...
But, like, hopefully, like, whoever he's brought in now, like, can bring their strengths to the project and help balance out his weaknesses, because, like, if it's still, like, somehow this level of quality, like, yeah, no, I'll pass, thank you.
I was gonna say that I would wait for reviews, but honestly, given the reviews this is getting, I don't know if I can trust that.
Yeah, I remember like a month or 2 ago, like I looked up reviews and IGN France gave it like a 9 out of 10 or something.
That's fucked up. Like, I don't care how hard of a curve you're grading on, there is no way that this game is a fucking 9 out of 10.
Yeah, like, I remember, like, Argate, like, you posted, like, that image, like, from Reddit or whatever about, like, the fake Game of the Year awards selection, and it was, like, Gollum and, like, God, like, what were some of the other bombs from this year? Like, Forspoken, and then Eternights was among them, like, and I'm going, like, okay, like, yeah, that is the company this game deserves for this year of otherwise stellar releases, you know, like, fucking Baldur's Gate 3, and Tears of the Kingdom, and Street Fighter 6, Armored Core 6, like...
Okay, I found the picture. It was Eternights, Lord of the Rings Gollum, Skull Island, Rise of Kong, Forspoken, Redfall, and Everybody 1-2 Switch.
Hell yeah.
I don't think this game is that bad. It is a thorough 5 out of 10.
Yeah, like, of those 6, I think this genuinely probably is the best of them.
I probably would have put Forspoken higher just because, like, it actually is, you know, like, a allegedly professionally published and polished game. But yeah, no, it, like, Eternights would have been, like, a number 2, definitely. Also, can this game pick a fucking consistent art style, please?
No.
I have no idea what that is. Because, let me fucking tell you. I don't know if that's a New Game Plus thing, or if it's a Johan ending thing, or what. But the first time I finished that game, I didn't get an animation like that. You know what I got?
Oh yeah, you got a QR code for the actual ending.
A fucking QR code pops up with a link to a video that you watch on your phone.
Oh, I remember that now. Holy fuck.
So I don't know what that was, but that is not That's not my ending to this game.
Edit the QR code in, like, right here. Just have that be the end of it.
I would love to do that, but I don't have the actual code anymore.
Well, that was it. That was Eternights, folks. Fucking see ya.